Skibba-dibba-da-da-da, skibba-dibba-dee, bop-a-bee-da-boo, with the Fargonauts you see, do-wop-de-da-da, do-wop-de-da-dee, in the cosmic groove we set our spirits free. Bop-de-bop-de-bop-boo. Ba-da-bop-bop-ba-da-boo, skee-bop-de-da, skibba-doo-da-dee, floating through the stars in our galaxy. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dee, ooh, of cosmic melodies, do-wop-de-da-da, flying through the seas, stars and planets in harmony, Scooby-Doo-bop, do-wop-de-da-dee, skibba-dibba-da-da-da, skibba-dibba-dee, bop-a-bee-da-boo, with the Fargonauts you see, do-wop-de-da-da, do-wop-de-da-dee, in the cosmic groove we set our spirits free. Ba-ba-da-dee-da-ba-ba-da-dee-doo, Scooby-Doo-wop, do-wop-de-da-dee, dancing with the stars in our melody. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dee, ooh, our celestial symphony, do-wop-de-da-da, flowing like the breeze. In the night sky, we find our key, Scooby-Doo-bop, do-wop-de-da-dee, skibba-dibba-da-da-da, skibba-dibba-dee, bop-a-bee-da-boo, with the Fargonauts you see, do-wop-de-da-da, do-wop-de-da-dee, in the cosmic groove we set our spirits free. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-dee, in the starlit night we find our harmony. Scooby-Doo-wop, do-wop-de-da-dee, together we soar in perfect symphony. Aha, the universe in tune, do-wop-de-da-da, under the glowing moon. Galaxies align in rhythmic spree, Scooby-Doo-bop, do-wop-de-da-dee, skibba-dibba-da-da-da, skibba-dibba-dee, bop-a-bee-da-boo, with the Fargonauts you see, do-wop-de-da-da, do-wop-de-da-dee, in the cosmic groove we set our spirits free. Ba-ba-da-dee-da, ba-ba-da-dee-doo, stars and planets dance in our cosmic view, Scooby-Doo-wop, do-wop-de-da-dee, in the endless night we find our cue. A heaven sing-along, do-wop-de-da-da, with the timeless song, harmony and peace, cosmic spree, Scooby-Doo-bop, do-wop-de-da-dee, skibba-dibba-da-da-da, skibba-dibba-dee, bop-a-bee-da-boo, with the Fargonauts you see, do-wop-de-da-da, do-wop-de-da-dee, in the cosmic groove we set our spirits free. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-boo, skee-bop-de-da, skibba-doo-da-dee, as the journey ends we bid adieu. Do-wop-de-da, cosmic rhythms echo through eternity. Skibba-dibba-da-da-da, skibba-dibba-dee, Fargonauts forever, in the stars we'll be. Do-wop-de-da-da, do-wop-de-da-dee, cosmic rhythms echo through eternity. Skibba-dibba-da-da-da, skibba-dibba-dee, Fargonauts forever, in the stars will be. Boom, boom. Stars will be. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Skibba-dibba-da-da-da, skibba-dibba-dee, bop-a-bee-da-boo, with the Fargonauts you see, do-wop-de-da-da, do-wop-de-da-dee, in the cosmic groove we set our spirits free. Bop-de-bop-de-bop-boo. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-boo, skee-bop-de-da, skibba-doo-da-dee, floating through the stars in our galaxy. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dee, ooh, of cosmic melodies, do-wop-de-da-da, flying through the seas, stars and planets in harmony, Scooby-Doo-bop, do-wop-de-da-dee, skibba-dibba-da-da-da, skibba-dibba-dee, bop-a-bee-da-boo, with the Fargonauts you see, do-wop-de-da-da, do-wop-de-da-dee, in the cosmic groove we set our spirits free. Ba-ba-da-dee-da, ba-ba-da-dee-doo, Scooby-Doo-wop, do-wop-de-da-dee, dancing with the stars in our melody. Ba-ba-da-da.
Look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Entrance clear.
Well done. Robocop, open the gate to the N209 unit. We'll secure the area.
Turned out to be quite intense. N209's behaving themselves?
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area. There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
You now have 15 seconds to comply. You now have 15 seconds to comply. You now have 15 seconds to comply.
Robocop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
I am working on the no crime part.
Then OCP may become the object of your attention soon. In order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost, supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
Good intentions do not release you from obeying the law. You are now detained.
You're going to let OCP scam innocent people. You're nothing more than a police manual on metal legs. They may call you Murphy, but you're nothing like that guy. He's dead. The documents here say that his wife is getting a widow's pension. Do you think OCP would do that for a cop who's still alive?
Take her away.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
We're opening this vault with or without your help, you old nut job. I'll make you sauce.
Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead, so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
I need the support of a combat engineer.
I saw that Orpheus kid playing puzzle games on his breaks. Ask him for help. I'll be watching you. From a safe distance.
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Are you looking for a bomb-diffusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it! First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh no. Okay, tell me what you see.
Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
4 connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
I will have to improvise.
Just remember, detach the one with the highest voltage first, then proceed down to the lowest voltage.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned...
Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best!
We're not...
Mr. Becker!
I own...
Robocop...
I sell... I'll be...
Officer, I am... There is...
Gosh, first...
Are you...
Found it? Okay.
4 cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. 4 connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Okay. So according to...
There are... I will have...
Just remember...
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? 'Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like, now.
Well, I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way. What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe Old Man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Arnold's back with the money in the next... We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
I am in pursuit of the remaining fighters. I have followed them into a tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry. There's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only road street access to the area, and it's big enough to store there. It's your best bet to proceed there.
Roger that. I am listening, creep.
Robocop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
There he is, the man of interventions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it. Robocop, is that you? I can't see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
Oh, CP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box. Oh, that's Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Thanks for the help, Murphy.
We are going to build a brand new
I'm ready for you, Robo.
Detroit now
I'm afraid not.
stands.
Looks like OCP is really
All right, let's see what's cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
Hello, Robocop. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you, that's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
My programming does not allow for family life.
No. I guess that was never the intention. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
I cannot explain, but OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send Robocop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Robocop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I am not involved in politics.
Well, let's not get too hasty. You can still show support for me, right? We're on the same side. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us
Shiny.
over.
Got a job for you.
You wouldn't say a word if you actually met him.
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
sure I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
Right. So much for my field training.
Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important. So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Police!
I think that answers my question.
Please! I need your help!
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened is...
When responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn. I am Officer Murphy. How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth...
The second thing is to reassure the victim of their safety. Madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore. We are here to help you.
Yes, but it's not about me.
The third thing is...
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, I'll take over. Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing. Fortune is my biggest treasure. I can't lose him.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
The only place I can think of is the basement. I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs today, but the lights aren't working and my eyesight's not so good anymore.
Is it okay for us to investigate the basement?
Yes, it makes an excellent opportunity for low-light training. Let us proceed downstairs.
Good luck down there. The cat has that name for a reason. He really brings fortune. So don't you come back without him.
Turn your flashlight on.
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but it can also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it from a different book?
No, from experience.
Clear. Clear. Hey, I think I just saw the cat. You think I should try to remove these planks?
Stand aside.
Gosh, you're strong, ain't you?
Let us get back on track.
Sure thing. What was that? Oh man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised. The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh! I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano. That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Go ahead.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it! It went through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door. It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Go ahead.
Okay, here I go. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Cool. Now let me get that door open for you. Who'd have thunk that being small can actually have its advantages?
An eager police officer with a small build is worth twice as much as a big slacker. Good work, Officer Washington.
Thank you, sir. What was that? I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. But where are you hiding? There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's all right?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
Washington, do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
We got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find the most advantageous location.
Got it.
Officer Washington?
Sir.
Cool. I am coming up to have your back.
Glad to hear that, sir. longer, sir. We're in Pig. Nowhere to hide now. Drop your guns! Fuck! He got me!
What is your status?
I'm hit.
Remain calm. I am here.
That was tense. I need a breather.
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir. Means a lot coming from you.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
See? I've told you that cat brings luck. Isn't this just wonderful?
Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
You metal-headed fuck! First you botched my investigation at the bank, and now that I dug up the data from another source, you show up again? Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Your evidence is invalid if you obtained it illegally.
I don't collect it for the court. I won't win against OCP there. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. Especially after what you did at the bank. You showed that you were just OCP's tool.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I needed to spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box. Otherwise, burn in hell, OCP minion.
What do you mean, $1? It's $23.50.
You're late.
Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
me? Are you a true environmentalist?
Man, it's Robocop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment, nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are. Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
If you do not come quietly, I will not need any.
Look out! It's the kid!
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside, or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
If there is evidence of a crime, I would like to know it.
Police officer, first and foremost. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually matter to me. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
I have Samantha's belongings.
Yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all in the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food. She's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
Give me my money, you damn machine! Hey, this ADM won't give me my money! Can you do something about it?
I want to drive a 6000 SUX.
I'd buy that for $1.
Entering the fountain is strictly prohibited.
But I'm not even fully in, just my feet.
But you will have to pay the total value of the ticket.
This is so unfair.
Can I toss a coin into the fountain?
Waste of money, honey. Someone will steal it before you make a wish.
Attempts to reproduce the last living blue-nosed platypus ended in failure after 2 remaining animals killed each other because of badly matched aphrodisiacs.
Littering is against the law.
It's an act of revenge. I was loyal and she betrayed me.
Trouble in a relationship is no excuse for littering.
What? I mean my boss. She fired me after all these years, so I'm spreading confidential papers. Let everyone know the fraud her company is up to.
I cannot allow the law to be broken.
You are just like her.
You're saving my life. Finally, I got something to buy a nuke with.
I'm telling you, she was looking straight at me, like I was the only man on the planet.
I know. She's the reason I blew my paycheck.
You are committing an act of vandalism.
Yeah, did the guy from the poster send you?
Compliance with the law has no political affiliation. I have to issue a ticket.
You are suppressing my right to express my opinion. I am a political martyr!
Perhaps you have a hearing problem. The lady said no.
You're right. That is what she said, officer. I've got to check my hearing aid.
Thank you, Robo. That guy was giving me the creeps.
I'm just telling you, if they elect Kuzak, the guy will ruin the city for good.
don't get why Robocop supports Kuzak. I hear he's gonna turn Robo off when he wins.
There you is. What's up? How goes it? Good. Good. Robot Cop.
This now becomes a stream where people are talking. Hello.
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 We're live now. We're robot boys.
Well, I've been live, bud.
I have awakened.
I am awake. Trying to get a little bit more
stats. You're doing some stat building here.
I'm trying to get some of this serve and protect under my belt. Like I would like to find these last two, but if not, that's okay. I'm just trying to do like one last sweep on my way to the mission here.
All right.
Kind of hard to find some of these. Like,
are you exploring like different areas of downtown Detroit?
It's only been this one place that I've returned to a few times so far.
Are
that
you
doesn't
opening up
surprise
new
me,
like areas, or
huh?
Are you opening up like new areas in this like open world area?
No, so it seems like, you know, there's some sort of like rhythm of like you do a section where it's in the police station, and then you go off to maybe this like open world section where you can take care of a few minor things like, you know, handing out tickets for parking infractions and things like that, and
yep.
And then
the best use for a robot cop.
When you are ready, you can go to the location of your like story mission and do that, and then that will load you into a separate little zone that's like, you know, looking at this place, I assume I'm going to be in some sort of like rundown apartment complex, or I'm not sure, or old section of the town. Who knows?
Hey, you.
But then,
the old
like,
man is waiting for you
typically
upstairs.
you'll finish that
This
mission.
entrance
and
to the
then
building
you'll
is off limits. You have to use the
either
staircase.
usually go back to the police department right away, or to move on to the next section of the story, or like it just kind of continues and progresses in that way.
That, you know, we were talking about other like movies and things like that would be like interesting games that have an interesting mechanic.
Sure.
Judge Dredd would work with this kind of concept too, but like
I agree,
more like doling out the justice like right then and there, and like that would be like a point system or something like that. But you have to like follow the law like perfectly, or else you don't get like bonuses or
man. There's so many things in
the old man's
Dredd.
waiting.
It's
so,
like
it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
because they're walking judges. You know, they have to know the full extent of future law.
Yeah. What about like Chucky? Not playing as Chucky, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what you'd do there.
It's good to
Yeah,
see
I
you, my
think-
boy.
I mean, an actual Child's Play game.
Leave us.
That would be interesting.
I
but,
want to
like,
talk to him in private.
I could see it as like a.
You have to
multiplayer
excuse me
kinda
for
like
not getting up.
Those Dead by
I'm in a
Daylights
rather
too, you know, like he's just
unfortunate
added
state.
into one of those. But like,
You did
Puppet
exceptional
Master,
work at
that'd
the
be
bank.
interesting.
I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service
Puppet
to
Master has some
OCP
cool
and
concepts in
the
it, and
city of
different
Detroit.
puppets have different, you know,
See?
abilities and things like that.
I grew up in this very
But I think they might have made a Puppet Master game.
What's left of it? It used to be
I'd
a
have to look, but
thriving
it wasn't
neighborhood.
really. I mean,
Nothing like what you see right
high
now.
budget.
I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine?
Is this,
I'm enjoying
old fool's
this.
pipe dream.
What's the story going like so far?
Well,
I mean,
it's-
I'm kind of behind you right now in the stream, so.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like what's going on is like, you know, because I believe that this is supposed to take place between RoboCop 1 and, or right after RoboCop 2, because they reference Nuke and they reference Kane and the like events of that movie, gosh, but basically it seems like what's happening here is like, you know, there may be further developments with Murphy and his balance between being RoboCop and Murphy. A new player in town who's like a relative of the dude who got turned into the toxic waste monster in the first movie.
Yeah.
Who's like causing a bunch of ruckus and stuff. OCP trying to develop Delta City, as well as what that Anton Eltonowski or something is his name. Is like the street bad guy. He and a bunch in his gang are like stealing bodies that have their brains intact, and they're like, oh well, they would only do that if they're trying to do like brain transplants. And the last time that was successful was fucking RoboCop, etc. So,
okay,
like maybe they're building the bad RoboCop. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
A new heart of Detroit. We would not ask machines.
Are you
about
asking
dreams.
a machine about dreams?
You're selling yourself short, son. Delta City's construction
Delta
is about
City's
to start.
construction.
Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong.
Like me.
Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life.
Maybe they're
But
working
I
on
don't have to
fucking
tell you.
making
what
the
that's
old man into a new
really
RoboCop,
makes me
like put
wonder,
his brain in a
Has
robot
the
body. 'cause it's
time
talking
you
about-
spent in that armor been a burden to you?
I do not dwell on that.
You cannot complain about the life that was granted to you.
Huh.
That's very
I like that concept. I mean,
of you. The real reason
he's the only
I've
one we
summoned
know
you
of
here is
from the
because I'm
movies, and
worried.
you know,
I'm aware
if he's
of
successful,
your
like they
instability
should fast track, you know,
problems.
making more.
And it's
to
not a
make him-
matter that we
Well,
can
I mean, like,
overlook.
yeah, you would imagine that a
That's
certain
why I've
portion
requested
of,
to
which is
have
kind of what
people look
happens
after
to a
you.
degree, at least,
Tell
in the
me,
movies. But like,
How are you finding your
you would imagine
evaluations
that
with Dr. Blanche?
at least some of the people at OCP, if they're supposed to be like really corrupt and just like profit interested, would see RoboCop as just like we invented immortality, so let's just like whatever other fucking trauma patients or dead bodies we can get our hands on and science on, let's fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good
I gotta
sport.
say, like, I am
I can
enjoying
imagine it's not
playing
a
through this game
pleasant
how I decided
experience,
as
but
trying to be like very,
I can't express how
very
much I'd
calculating,
like
very
you to
robotic
keep
about
at
it.
Yeah. I'm sure that becoming a
Perfect.
liability
I'm
is
already
the last
seeing
thing you
opportunities where, like,
Am I right?
Oh God, his face.
That is
I would-
correct.
I would enjoy playing it
Now
again,
you've reached an
probably in like New
understanding.
Game Plus mode or something like that.
Tell me,
to make
is
different
there anything
choices
I could
and
do
see
to put your mind
what
at ease?
shakes out from that.
Yeah, if it changes any like story beats, that doesn't normally happen, but
See, okay, and
Maybe
but
there
here's
is a bad ending. You know, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, because it's less about like, will you uphold the law or go a little bit lenient to be like gain the public trust, or there's multiple facets to not just those two that I just mentioned, but like what I'm seeing here too is like this is not necessarily a moral decision. It's just a decision between like two priorities. And so what would you I almost want to go with the idea of being more concerned about the police and OCP in this scenario.
My fellow officers worry about OCP's intention regarding their work.
Really? I'll have a word with Becker. Perhaps some new equipment would boost their morale.
It would be appreciated.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all,
was this a character from the movies?
Detroit
He looks familiar.
on your
Yes,
well-being.
Old Man is the like guy who fucking runs OCP.
Yes, that's why. I mean, I thought he had a name, didn't he?
I don't. Well, that's the thing is like I don't. I'm led to believe that he must not have had a name in the movie because they must have just been calling him the Old Man because that's what they call him in the game. And if he would have had a name, they've referenced Dick Jones. They haven't referenced like Terrence Boddicker, but they have like definitely name dropped other characters from the franchise. So it's not like they're restricted by license or having to work within a specific box. It's just I guess I haven't looked into it, but I would guess that is just that character's name.
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your
kind
informer.
of a cool,
See if he has any info that can
image
get us
capture.
back on the bikers lead.
It's certainly his likeness,
Spike's
but not
still out
like
there.
the same voice, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously it's not the same like actor, but they did not have the actor they got try to do this because I think he had like a slight, not British accent, but holy shit, no, hold on, am I having a fucking brain blast here? Was the guy who played Old Man the same guy as Andrew, Catherine's brother from fucking Twin Peaks? I think it might be. Can you act as my broad show in chat and please fucking
I'm doing it.
But regardless, yeah. Yeah, I think he may have had like some sort of like that waspy northeastern, like I don't know what you want to call it. That like Atlantic.
His name is Dan O'Hare-Lee,
Uh-huh.
and he was Andrew Packard.
Andrew Packard, yep.
And he was in the Last Starfighter too.
I have not seen that one. Oh, look at that! That rules. RoboCop the Righteous. Hell yeah, dude! Look at those luscious
They
lips.
say that if Mills wins, we'll all
I'll
get
get
an
there when
apartment
the stream
in
picks up.
Delta City.
Right now, I'm looking at
You'll
the
see it.
walls.
You'll see my little kissies to it.
Oh, I see the graffiti.
Yes, I mean it's a cool like piece of art, but I
Oh baby.
Oh, hello, Pickles. Pickle.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
NPCs.
As working with the police.
You found
not
any
maybe
interesting
change your
NPCs?
ways?
I mean, this
I need
guy.
to keep up
I like this
appearances.
guy. He's
Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an
he's
informer,
a
now would I?
drug using.
Nah, tell me.
Vagrant.
What's the next
that
job
is
for the
definitely on
police's
the wrong
finest
side of the
duo?
law, but he's like
I need information on
It seems
Spike's
like, you know,
whereabouts.
his life is
That
led to this
SOB.
because of circumstance, and
I'll
he's
never
trying
forgive him
to
for what
do
he
what he
did to
can
Briggs.
to help.
Luckily,
RoboCop.
there ain't much left of the street vultures
Hey,
after the bank heist.
you're looking for this guy?
They're probably
Well,
laying
I know
low.
this shady dude who
But
would
now you
definitely
mention
be
it,
like in his
I heard
circle.
about a
I'll set
biker
up a
who
meeting
had a
with
crash
him,
near the
and then you
riverbank
can come
just
in
behind the
and
mark.
bust him.
So, your best
Good
bet
job.
is to check out the scene of the
So
accident.
Pickles reminds me of a
maybe hit
character
up
from
nearby
like The Wire,
mechanic
you
to see if
know,
they know
Bubbles.
anything.
Oh, like the addict that was kind of an informant for the FBI or the cops.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far in The Wire to be that familiar, but yeah, I mean, like he's
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged
sure.
motorcycle?
I like that about him.
Not so much on
it's
it
nice
as
when
with
even
it.
in
From
games.
what I gathered,
or,
the bike
or
suffered
not even
more than
games,
just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to
like
some
this,
nearby mechanic to get it back in shape.
Where so many
I
things are
think
grimy,
Ben's shop
and
is the
crime
closest.
and gore, but that you can have these like positive characters and just nice people. Lewis, the sergeant.
Any witnesses?
I don't remember
crazy
his
old
name,
bum
but
who
the
hangs out
character
around
in
there.
RoboCop 1 where he's like...
He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Dick Jones's Yes Man? Like the black dude with glasses?
Yep, I remember that guy, yeah. I forgot his name too. It's been a while
You
since
really want justice for
I
Briggs?
guess you could consider him like
But it's
guilty
more
by
about
association
Daniel and Gale.
due to the fact that he just like...
And I think everyone
yeah,
will
he's like a
sleep
yes
better
man
once
to
those
Dick Jones,
butchers are
but
taken care of.
other than that, he's not inherently a bad person, but yeah.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems.
So
Let's go.
I was kind of thinking about, since we were talking about it earlier,
what are you
I was
looking
kind of
for?
thinking of...
So there's this movie about
maybe
a guy
after this
with a
little
gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something.
side quest.
I'm
We could
pretty
switch
sure
over
the
to
title
that
has
backwards
some
game.
biblical reference in it.
Okay.
You lack vital information on the subject.
I'm enjoying the exploration of spooky things for October, as well as... Yeah, we talked about it earlier, and so it's been on my mind. TJ Laser Resurrection.
I don't care if OCP lost some money for once.
Yeah. Some things are inevitable. Oh, lorem ipsum. Wow. Lorem ipsum. Yep. Lorem ipsum. Yep. Let's see. Pickles.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the
Which
title has
one of those
something to
movies would
do
you
with the
say?
Bible, saints, cosmos, or whatever.
Uh,
Let's start
the-
by checking the
the
thriller
horror
and
one,
drama
the-
sections.
Should we
The
ask
vampire
the
one.
owner?
Forget him. He has
There.
no idea.
Death
about
Awaits.
movies. He thinks that Salamanca
I would see Death
deserved the
Awaits.
Golden Piston for the best picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Thriller for pickles. Man, I wish I had fucking RoboCop's capability to just scan an entire shelf in 2 seconds and be like, nope.
Don't want any of that.
No Godzilla, no Jaws.
All right, I
Kind
got 30
shepherd.
minutes, so
Love that one. You know that movie
can
could
jump
have
on
never happened.
the back
The
rooms
director
either
threw out the script. Thankfully, his wife picked
sooner,
it out of the
or
treasure.
Everyone
just
deserves a second chance.
finish up this quest and then jump on back rooms.
I'm not so sure.
You only have 30 minutes, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some other stuff. But you can keep streaming, man. It's fun to see what progression you are with this. Oh, wait, they had like a Blockbuster? I didn't see that. I thought they were like an actual like theater.
No, we're at a movie rental place. He's trying to find a VHS tape at this movie rental place. He can't remember the title.
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But I mean, you really deserved it. Which is something I couldn't say about a lot of
And
people.
I'm just like...
Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but that's not
The fact
tape
that
we're looking for.
I now have The Exorcist on VHS just really... I do need to get a copy of Jaws, and then I'll have Raiders of the Lost Ark, the original Star Wars trilogy, Jaws, The Exorcist, all on VHS. and that at least right there. I mean, plus, and that is without mentioning other titles that I've got, like Amadeus, Forrest Gump, you know,
classics.
Yeah. That would be a very good basis, at least for me personally. But yeah, good collection.
Well, I'm more interested in like what the previews on the movies are too, because that would be kind of cool. Depending on when those ones you got were released, what movies did they
Garden
want
of
you to
Earthly Delights.
see previews of?
Oh man,
And
great
that's the thing
movie.
about
Very
VHS
elegant.
movies is like
Panned by the
they
critics,
had
though.
trailers for other films before the actual movie started. And that was like
Personally showed up to one of
part of
those
the fun, because every time I
ceremonies
put
to accept
in
the award for the worst movie
the
of the
original,
year.
you know, live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 90s,
Easier said than done, my man.
yeah, that would like Pizza Hut commercial came on, and I was like, oh yeah, here we go, we're starting it. And it like that happened every time I watched Ninja Turtles. I would listen to that little jingle.
Diamonds are made under great
What was
pressure.
were any like trailers or anything on that Twin Peaks VHS you got? What was that all about?
Yeah, no, that's not a VHS. That's a that's another book.
Oh, it's a book. It looked totally like a VHS to me.
Let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
Nothing in
I have
thriller
not
or
opened that
drama.
yet.
Okay.
I kind of
How
wanted
about
to
you
wait
check
until,
in the
like,
sci-fi
maybe
and action
the three of us
section?
were together again
I'll have a
to-
look at horror.
to crack that open.
Okay.
But I know that it is supposed to be like a. It is supposed to be a kind of like faux or kayfabe of. This is a travel guide as if you were visiting Twin Peaks. This is something that they would have at the visitor center or who knows where, but something that you could like pick up locally in the town.
Okay.
Which that's my that's my understanding of it. I could be wrong, but the fact that it has that like app on the back with those labels makes me believe that is the case. Wow. Yeah, it's interesting to actually look at like the fucking map there. But another time. Sci-fi.
Eve's Flower.
Yeah,
Beautiful
I'm excited
depiction
for
of
the
violence in that one.
remake or remaster of the
Do you think violence
the
can
Thing
be
game that will be.
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to.
You'll have to send me.
Maybe because
Where'd
the
you
guy's
see that?
European.
When is that coming out?
You know how they are. It's different.
I'm not sure if
It's cool,
this
is
year
all
or
I'm saying.
next. It's one of the two.
Recognizing
Not
beauty in
too
something
long.
ugly is a unique feature.
Yeah, I mean,
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
tax avoidance is a crime.
Tax avoidance is a serious crime.
That it is. But we're still missing our tape.
Okay. Wait, is it Night Dive Studios? What else have they? Because they've done a bunch of other remakes.
Night Dive? I don't know if I've heard of them.
You haven't?
What else did they make?
Well, let me look here and tell you. I just sent you a link to. They made the System Shock remake.
Okay, sure. I played a little bit of the original, but
I think
the remake is really good.
Yep, the Dark Forces remaster, Turok remasters.
Oh.
So it looks like they've done a bunch of remasters for sure. Star Lord, Terra Nova. Oh, that's just action though. Let's see what they've got. They've done a lot of stuff. Night Dive Studios has done a lot of stuff, ranging from remakes to looks like, oh shit! They did the remake of remaster, whatever you want to call it, of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
I remember you played a little bit of that.
Well, I mean, I don't think that the version that I played was even the version that was on Steam at the time, but there's a version on Steam now, which I love. It's fun game.
So I'm doing a little bit of Persona 3 Reloaded, and I just got the dog.
Celestial
I got
Decay.
Koromaru.
I didn't know there was a
Classic.
dog.
Still waiting for a sequel.
It's freaking amazing.
The guy who did that one.
I had no
has
idea. I
never made
think
a
I
part
saw
two in
a
his
dog
career.
silhouette. I was like, okay, the
But he
dog's
said
just
that
going to
if
be
he
like,
ever did, he'd
I don't
do a
know,
sequel to
not
that
a party
one.
member, but the dog is
how
like
do
in
you
my
feel
party,
about
and
that?
it's got a knife in its mouth, and
Sequels,
it's
remakes, comic
killing
book
little demons, and it's got like a little
adaptations,
vest on and stuff.
Does it talk at all, or?
So I have another character. Her name is Aegis, and she's a robot, like an android, and she can speak dog.
They tend to
in a
become
sense.
imitations
so she, like,
of
kind of relates
themselves.
what the dog is
Hard to argue with
kind of
that.
saying.
There's been a
But
lot
it's
of
kind of just what the
stinkers.
dog's feeling. I think.
Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record.
So every
That's
time the
not
dog goes,
tape
"Arf!"
we're looking for.
the android on the team goes, "Oh yeah, he really likes this."
I think I found
Or
it. I messed
something.
up the title a little. It's called
Me, Sire?
I think the
Here it
dog
is.
is going to be in my party, though. I can't not have the dog in my party.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Tape? What? What tape? You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie? I think I'll
I
wait
want to
till it
shoot
comes out
my
on
gun
VHS.
at
Lights,
you.
camera, action! I need a hand over here!
Do you need assistance?
Oh, shit!
Holy shit! Holy shit! I shot a dude and he fucking sprang into the ceiling.
Oh, just watched it.
That is enough out of you.
So can you like upgrade your gun, or just like upgrade like your use
Yeah.
of the gun?
So yes, this right here, what you're looking at is a. You go around it and you find like different motherboards for your gun.
Okay.
And then you can change between the different boards. So you find, the first one, tutorial, and you go into that, and it's kind of like the Pipe Connect game where you start with your power source, and you go from node to node. So from the power source here, the first node is weapon damage, and then you can see which ways that it goes, and then from that you've got like an omni-shaped one where it goes in all directions, or
sure,
different T shapes of different angles, L shapes of different angles, pass-throughs or dead ends, and you just slot those into these different like nodes. But you gotta be careful.
Pathways.
Yeah, you just need to be
You don't
careful.
ever want to hit the negatives or the red percentages.
Yeah, so just because this one has those 3 nodes available, you can still just put like an up-down pass-through and then a left-right pass-through down there. And then
I like that a little bit better than the Pipe Dream games, because it's not like a time thing. It's just kind of like a puzzle. Like, all right, I get this, I get this.
Yeah, it's not a puzzle. Yeah, I mean, the only way that it's a puzzle is just like what you fit where, etc.
Yeah, min-maxing
I
like
wonder
the
if
best
I do this
percentages.
pass through. Oh, it still acts as a dead end. Fuck yeah. Okay, good to know. But then you can so you've got in these like OCP chests you'll find it'll just pop up like bing 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 bing. You get these
Bing bong, bing bing bong.
bing bong bing bing bong. You get like 1 2 3 4 certain quantities of a variety of like pass through, dead end, just different like parts. And then at certain points of the game you'll find more PCBs. So I found like 3.1, 3.3, 3.2, 4.3, which is the one that I'm using now. And they it's not that they just like get bigger, it's that they have different aspects to them.
Sure.
The one that I'm using now has full auto, laser focus, and more gore. but I was using one before where I didn't have to reload. It still fired in bursts. I just didn't have to reload. So I could just hold down the fire button and just like...
Oh.
It was fun.
So, but like, before, did your main pistol like have to be reloaded? Now it doesn't need to be reloaded?
Well, how I have it currently set up is that it fires in full auto, so I hold down the button and it just until it runs out of bullets, and then I reload it. But I've also got it set up so that its reload speed is faster, its damage is really good.
I hear
it's
a
just
bunch of movie puns, and then everyone starts shooting. It all happens so fast.
It's a fun mechanic, and I look forward to seeing it develop more.
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there.
Can I open the store? Pickle.
Who's gonna pay for all this?
I'll probably just do the back rooms another time when you can be around and we can experience that with more than just one person.
That's probably a good idea because, I mean, we've been doing it with Bradshaw anyway.
I'd like to do it again with both of you guys, but yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun when we did it together.
Josh Pickles?
Pools.
Oh, no.
Pools and everything, that was a fun one.
Yes, pools. There's more of that too to go. Like, we got to chapter 2 of what, I think it was 9 maybe?
Okay.
I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, more of that, to be certain. Pickles. Come to me, Pickles.
Did you say Josh Pickles?
Yeah, his name was listed in the computer as Josh Pickles. I was like, oh man, I don't like that.
Not Tommy?
Greetings, citizen.
Robocop, good to see you.
Stu?
All my books are up
What
to
was his
date.
name, right?
You're welcome to conduct the audit.
I am here in regards to a fugitive.
Stu, what are
Oh,
you doing
damn.
up at 3
What
in
is
the
wrong with
morning?
this thing?
I
I need to get that car down. Or God knows what might happen. Can you help me out with this? It's new
Why
and
are
I
you
don't know
making
where I put the
chocolate
manual.
pudding?
Stand back.
Falling apart.
Go on then.
Looking
Now
back,
it's
like,
done.
yeah, there's so many funny bits that the parents said. Like, I'd have to see some of those parent inside jokes because I never really got them as a kid. I was like, all right, whatever, show me the babies.
No, I bet that there's a compilation that you can watch of all of those. What's wrong, sir? Hello? You sick? Blech.
So
You're all right.
Playing as this dog now in Persona 3.
Talk.
You can tell it's just a
I
guy.
overheard
right,
some
in the audio
torchheads
booth
saying
going,
that they were
"Arr,
running away
arr,
from the
arr."
cops and
Like,
went
it's
through that video
not
store.
trying to
They
sound
had a
like a
lot
dog.
of drug money on them
Yeah.
and didn't
Or
want
like
the
an
cops
actual,
taking
like,
it,
guttural
so they hid it in one of the
animal.
VHS
It's just like
cases.
a guy going, "Arr, ruff, ruff."
I misheard the title,
Like,
so
really enunciating
I needed
it.
help.
Arr, ruff. Just put a lot of effort into it.
You will need even more help for lying to me.
Shit. I don't even know if you're joking or not. I fucked up. I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours. Diamonds are made under great pressure. I'm not a fucking diamond, okay? I'm a junkie. There's just one thing that I need right now.
Oh, pickles.
Which is
pickles.
all I
The one
need
time
right
that he
now
said his name
is a fix.
Somebody asked him, like,
So,
wait, who have you been working with?
let
Who's
me
telling you
keep
this
the
stuff? And
money.
he was like,
You won't hear me asking about
Pickles.
anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you
it
with
is such
money from nuke
like
distribution?
Peter, it's so nice to have Peter Weller.
I know you're a police officer first,
Man.
but can't you be
So
a friend
Peter, we
this
just want you to say
fucking
pickles.
time?
Give it,
And then
give
they
us-
just made a character Pickles. Just say this grocery list, and you know, we might use it for a character. Pickles.
Oh shit! I don't know which one is the fucking. Which one is in my programming? To take the money or leave the money? I think taking the money is the police choice where I am taking the money from Pickles so that he cannot go and buy drugs. And leaving the money is spend it wisely, Pickles. Get high, Pickles. I think I gotta go take the money.
I am not doing this as a police
Take
officer.
the money.
I am doing it as a friend. Hand over the case.
But yeah, I mean,
You can't do this to me, man.
yes, I can.
I just did.
I just did.
Fuck you, Tin Man. I earned that money fair and square.
No. Regardless, Pickles, you will not be getting high today. Dude, stop puking or go to the hospital. Look at him. Look at him. A posing. See him?
I'll have to wait till it catches up.
He's there. I'm gonna just look right at him.
Okay. I'm watching a guy with a hernia or something right now.
No, he's the one who's going like. I've done this before, where like maybe I'm with somebody, like we're out at like, let's just say a mall, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And I see them like standing somewhere just waiting for me, and I just stand and I like A pose or T pose and just wait for them to see me T posing. When is he gonna activate? There he goes. Oh, partially.
We're funny.
We are. We are funny.
I love that. I don't know what we were doing before, but we were just like, we're funny. We were just talking about some random thing and making jokes about it.
I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard.
We're humorous.
It doesn't start. Pop the hood.
Like the bone.
So, do you know what the problem is?
We're tibula.
We're femur.
The coil has been disconnected.
That would explain the car not starting.
Where's the... Okay. What else can I... What else can I scan?
Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then.
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power.
There is no power.
I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure...
I'm guessing it's an easy fix.
That's a pretty good detailed res
It
of a
started.
car.
We're on the money.
Like an
Well
engine.
done,
Under the
Robocop.
hood.
You are one serious Swiss Army man.
I am best at catching criminals. I should get back to it.
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big, chunky guy showed up. Bald head, big ears, and spiky beard. Wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance. So why would I refuse?
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too. Then showed me a ripped-out page that had a tattoo design on it. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
The page he handed me had other graphics, which were clearly tattoo designs. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo parlor that's close by printed on the bottom of the page.
What was the design you sprayed onto his motorcycle?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a botanist. But it had a bald head.
Thank you for the information. Proceeding to the tattoo
Proceeding
parlor.
to end questioning. Oh. Just a bench. Nice. What have we here? Legos. All right, I think that's probably enough of RoboCop tonight. It's been over 2 hours of RoboCop, so
it's a lot of RoboCop.
I mean, it's a decent chunk, you know. Like, it's
Wait, you just jumped off a building?
Yeah, man. RoboCop don't take no fall damage.
That's kind of true.
You would assume so, right? Or at least, like, you know, it would take quite a lot for him to really feel it. Well, I mean, I think in 1. No, definitely in 2, he and Kane like fall through a bunch of floors, and Kane's basically like dead to him. So that's not nothing. Well, he can fall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he can fall. Let's go out on a high.
With wavy flair, plaid shirt style, glasses with a glare. He's got the moves, he's got the grace. When he does a goofy dance, puts a smile on your face. Wilson in the middle, slender and keen. Chestnut hair flowing, he's the quirky scene. Moustache rocking hoodie, oh so neat. He's the jokester of the group, brings the laughs with his feet. Eric on the right, curls like a spring. Long brown beard, he's a laughter king. Heavy set and happy, baby snug on his head. When he makes up funny words, you'll be laughing till you're red. Fargonauts groove, we're feeling so fine. Tyler Wilson, Eric in a scared that he line. Flipper, flabber, whipper, wobber, let's all sing. In the world of silliness, let your heart take wing. Tyler strumming chords, making hearts sway. Plaid shirt swaying in a goofy way. Glasses gleaming with a friendly cheer. When he cracks a quirky joke, you'll be